Hello viewers, you joined me on a lovely sunny day in the mountains and I'm wearing 3 layers of clothing because we are up in Gulmarg and we are here to drive the new Mercedes EQE 500 4MATIC. At first glance, it is evident that this is more of a coupe SUV than a proper SUV, and no complaints there. This is one of the most handsome cars from the Mercedes EQE stable. At the front, we have a completely new design. It is blocked off for aerodynamic efficiency, and the grille has nice, small Mercedes star elements that give this car both a stylish and premium appeal. Along the profile, you can see what I was talking about earlier. Large wheels and a sloping roofline along with the panoramic sunroof add to the opulence and exclusivity of the EQE. Now, when you come around to the rear, it is evident that some styling cues have been taken from other cars in the EQE stable, but no complaints because overall, the EQE 500 looks just amazing. One of the biggest highlights of the exterior design has to be this, the digital LED light. Mercedes-Benz claim that this is made up of very small units of light that continuously adapt to conditions and give you the best, the optimal amount of light for night driving. Inside the EQE, the experience is very similar to the EQS because for the first time after the EQS, that too in an electric SUV, Mercedes have given us the hyper screen. That is 1, 2, 3 OLED screens in one massive panel. And you'll be hard-pressed to find any buttons in this cabin. Even this is a form of haptic feedback-based buttons, and the only real buttons are on the steering wheel. Other than that, the interior is well appointed. There is a nice strip of ambient lighting, high-quality leather, and a different type of leather on the dashboard. And in the center is an open-pore magnolia wood element with small Mercedes stars on them, and that simply elevates the opulence of this Mercedes cabin. To top it off, you also have a panoramic sunroof. But I feel that Mercedes have not given a lot of thought to this car as a chauffeur-driven vehicle because the front seats are ventilated and get massage options, while the rear does not. In the rear seat of the EQE, some things are immediately evident. This seat is set to my height, and as you can see, in spite of having a coupe-like roofline, there is enough headroom, shoulder room, leg room, knee room, everything. Quite the luxurious appointment. But like I said previously, you do not get the massage seat function that the front seats have. Also, if you want to adjust the position, that is also not possible. But you get your own climate control over here with dedicated AC vents. And you also benefit from the Burmester sound system. This car is also equipped with a high-efficiency particulate filter which leaves the inside with fresh, clean air. Just like the interior, the EQE is luxurious in the boot as well. Because imagine I'm walking here with both of my hands carrying some stuff. If I need to open the car, all I need to do is swipe under that and it opens to reveal an extremely cavernous space. But currently, most of it is taken up by the spare wheel. Of course, we can't show you the battery pack or the motors because it's all out of view. But what you must know is that this car has a 90.56 kilowatt-hour battery and 2 motors, which means that power is sent to both the front and rear axles. Power, 300 kilowatt, that is 408 horsepower and 858 Newton meters of peak torque. And what that does is gives this car a top speed of 210 kilometers per hour. And 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is dismissed in just 4.9 seconds. As for range, Mercedes claim that this car can go up to 550 kilometers. But in Gulmarg, we don't have the space to test for it. But so far on the drive, the predicted range and the output seems more or less consistent. If you're wondering why I didn't open the bonnet to show you what lies underneath, that is because this does not open, which is why Mercedes have given this car, there it is, a tray on the side to fill wiper fluid, just like the EQS. In the brake department, nothing but the best for Mercedes. So this car gets disc brakes all around, that's a given. But what is interesting is what they've done for the suspension because it also has 4MATIC suspension. Air suspension which raises the height for off-road mode and lowers it for eco and sport modes. With a car like the EQE, you are not going to go off-road, but in the event that you find yourself needing to cross a very rough patch, then all you do is put the car in off-road mode and you get this nice meter on the dash that tells you the angles of approach and inclination and all of that. And it also gets a very nice camera feature that shows you everything under the bonnet. So right now I can see the obstacles in front of me and it helps me avoid it very easily. So somewhat off-road capable. Good for the EQE. Dimensionally, the EQE is a massive car. I mean, I would say that it is closer to being a luxury barge than a sporty coupe SUV. And because of that, it handles also like a large car. However, thanks to the air suspension and good regeneration from the system, it is very composed, very stable and pliant through corners, bad patches and on the highway. Right now I'm descending Gulmarg, getting back to Srinagar, and we have a lot of twisty roads. I put the car into sport mode and the way it drives is amazing for a car this size. Now as far as refinement goes, in the true Mercedes-Benz way, inside the car you are in a cocoon of luxury. Good quality items all around you, and the insulation is also extremely good. You barely hear any road noise. On top of that, there is the Burmester sound system. So the experience is also equally luxurious, but it is limited to the front row. At the rear, it is not as feature rich as, let's say, the EQS, but that is a tall order, given the EQS is twice the price of this car. So at the end of the day, I would say that the EQE is a luxurious SUV that is best driven than being driven. This is the EQS, Mercedes India's flagship EV product. And this is what today is all about, the EQE. Now, if that car is good to be driven in and to drive, then this car is like half of that. The front two seats, the passenger seat and the driver's seat, are almost identical to what the EQS offers. So quite luxurious, but not the greatest to be driven in. However, it is plush, it is comfortable, it is feature-loaded, it is loaded with features. And on top of that, with its high ground clearance, air suspension and all-wheel drive, the EQE makes a convincing case for an adventurous lifestyle like that. This car costs Rs 1.39 crore ex-showroom, and all of that comes as additional. And it directly rivals the Audi Q8 twins. So what do you think about this car? Let us know in the comments section. And as always, if we have not told you something you want to know, let us know in the comments and we will get back to you promptly. This is Joshua Varghese signing off for Car India.